Hello there. This is Cookies, and I've got turn 67 of LA Erytheia. Got a new set of turns to record, so let's see. First things first, Dire Portent goes up, so let's take a look at the globals. I believe it's Gift of Health. Could be, it's either Gift of Health or Well of Misery. Let me double check. Yeah, Well of Misery. My bad. Alright. We got a new Lich. There's a few fights, but we also got some events. We've defeated the Troll King and plundered his horde. So we got a couple of items. We got some gems, and we got 3,300 gold, which is good timing going into this Calum conflict. We lose some gold, and then we get a bunch more gold. So I want to say, I don't know, probably something close to 4K gold, because this province is pretty good. So 250% would probably make it like 720-ish gold. So yeah, probably close to 4K gold. And yeah, and then there's a few fights, so let's go ahead and check those out. We've got, oh, we can at least look at their army. I think this is an attempted gem bait. Some white mages. I think Satis would be a good candidate for the putting up life after death and soul vortexing all their people. Just to get the upkeep down. Like, I know white mages are a stronger chassis, but having a backlog of soulless mages probably wouldn't hurt either. Although it's probably a recruitment cost barrier as well. And then we've got, oh, we should probably look at the golem too. I think it's the same one from a turn or two ago. Nope. This guy is just probably an anti-magic caster. Or a immediate soul slay. Do you cast anti-magic? Oh, we haven't triggered gem usage, that's why. He's probably an anti-magic caster. Patala raids. We go ahead and launch our fight against the Independents, including with our Enslaved Mind and Charm spam to try and steal some of them. Because we've got a Fire Lord and a couple of Sorcerers. So, Blood 2, Death 2 would be really nice to steal. Right now we are stealing swordsmen. What I'm hoping is the skeletons will buy a little bit of time to get off a set of spells to try and steal these guys. Oh, don't do that. Slave mind, please. Oh, that's not good. A whole round of enslaved mind on routing troops. No. Oh. I think they targeted based on the HP, and these guys had 9 HP. Oh, we tried. How did we do? Um... Uh, so it's not a high chance, but it's not really a low chance either. Oh, but we only tried twice. Darn. Okay. We did get this guy, though, who we don't want. We've got plenty of fire, too, so we don't need that guy. He might make a fun little, like, thug if we ever want a bougie thug. But he'll probably just become a very expensive bodyguard. And Calum storms. Loses some stuff. We storm Erytheia. Lose some stuff. He never took his thralls out. I probably would have done that. Yeah, they have decent siege defense. No need to lose them. And let's go ahead and check this out. So, Cetis attacking man inside this fort. So we've got some Fiends of Darkness with the Cursed Luck to the Cetis Bless, which again is Fate Weaving, Undead Regen, Blood Vengeance, and Unaging. Very expensive Bless. Nice Banefire cast. Killing 2 Fiends. I think that was anti-magic. Well, something put up anti-magic. Oh, like, that was probably this guy's job. Power of the Sphere is anti-magic? Okay. We have some meteors coming out. And we've got Rigor Mortis, which doesn't bode well, because I don't see relief up either. Ah! He's got Circle Masters! I want them! Alright. Yeah, it would have been nice if we could have helped Kosk out here. The diplomacy just never completely worked out, at least not for me. Arco was ready, I was not ready. The first time he asked me for help, I was busy fighting, trying to clear up Jomin. Then I got 3v1'd, and he was busy fighting Utgard. And then by the time he was done with Utgard, I ended up being busy eating the Calum spoils from that treaty. And so a lot of my troops were tied up there. Probably could have done like committed like half of my stuff to fighting Cetis. But there's been a lot of negotiations for what it would take to piece me out. And I forget if I covered this last week, so I apologize. But it's not going to end up happening. So there was, I think we were almost about to sign on the dotted line where I got some provinces for not joining this war, and then Calum's going to make a move into Man to take spoils there, and he's going to negotiate for really weird snakes of territory to get within 2 provinces of different thrones. And that's going to set off all the alarm bells. So we end up, Arco and I end up white piecing Cetis, and then the 3 of us are starting our nap countdown timers. As soon as I finish up my Calum stuff, we're going to start our nap countdowns with Calum to try and stop the throne rush. All these mages asleep. Oof. This is a big loss. But, yeah, so it just didn't quite work out. If Calum had waited, I think, just a couple of more turns, true, they wouldn't have gotten all the man spoils they wanted, but they would have let us engage with Cetis, and then it would have been a lot harder to try and figure out how to piece out, or I would have been busy eating Flagra, because the proposed spoils for me was Flagra, along with just a handful of regular provinces, including a couple from Ulm, to kind of keep Sitis in this war. It was like Ulm's offer to make sure a deal happened so that it would stay a 2v1. And yeah, so it just didn't quite end up happening. Calum tipped. I think the consensus is that Calum has started to play their hand too late. They probably should have done it maybe 10 to 15 turns ago. But the consensus is also that, or at least, well, that was the consensus. And then my opinion is, if they were gonna move into man, they should have waited a couple of turns, because now we have to respond. So he didn't let us engage with Sitis, where it would be more difficult to back out of a conflict. So, all right. So we're just waiting for this last guy to get killed, or yeah, get killed. There we go. So that's the Diplo summary. In terms of this battle, only 22 of the Tomb Worms die. Tough sons of guns, especially with Gift of Health. And then man loses a huge stack. So we're looking at 33, 42, 49, almost 50 mages. Oh yeah, 50 mages. But missing some of the big late game buffs, especially for fighting Sitis. So like no relief. Was probably the biggest one. And then maybe, I'm not sure if this guy was wired into a communion, but it might have been nice to wire him in to get some fanaticism going, stuff like that. But yeah, unfortunate. I think I want Sitis to take more attrition here, but all right. So yeah, hopefully that explains the Diplo. I think us not being able to come to man's aid is more due to my poor play, because I didn't summon the Siege Chaff fast enough to crack the Calum forts fast enough so that I could rotate and properly help man. So that's on me. And even more so because when I extended my nap with Ulm, I knew that they were likely going to attack man. So I think Sitis also told me he was going to attack man. So I definitely could have reacted a lot faster and a lot better. So apologies to man for my poor play, probably contributing to his death. Although I think Arca was still prepared to do that jump in on Sitis, and likely that would have helped a lot too. So there's that. That's the Diplo update. Still have a little bit of gold left. I'm recruiting out of every fort the maximum amount that I can recruit. Troops, mages, everything. I just need more stuff. So getting that event came just in time. So we're getting as much stuff as we physically can, including some stuff. Now these guys suck. But I'm getting them just so I have something for like bodyguards or just stuff to stand in front of mages while a lot of my better troops rotate south. So gotta maintain some sort of garrison. And we're also forging a number of dragon helmets because I anticipate going into Wailing Winds anytime I'm fighting on land. And we're putting up some domes. So we got a Dome of Flaming Death. We're getting another Lich. Getting another Ivy King. We're moving... If I can find him. We're moving this guy down to the throne. He's going to be our Iron Walls caster. And we're getting the consolidation train going. So these guys aren't moving yet because they're waiting for other stuff to catch up. But we've got a... Can I not? Why can I not? Oh, is it Shift Y? Control Y? Why is my brain not working right now? Alright. Okay, so we haven't started moving all the mages yet. Okay, that's why. Give me one more turn. We've got these guys blood hunting for the moment. I keep empowering different paths, but I also will need to start empowering up in blood to start getting the different boosters. My goal is to get a bloodstone and a like the little dagger thing for the +1. I'd also like, so I want to empower an earth mage in blood, and I want to empower a death mage. The earth mage is for the bloodstones because my guys can use those anywhere, and the death mage is to break into vampires so I can expand and, you know, properly break into blood a little bit more. And yeah, I think that's it. So, oh, do I forget a turn to send this stuff? Oh, I do. My bad. Ah, Cassar didn't ask me about it. Yeah. I mean, he might not care. He's probably checked out of the game, but I do like to live up to my agreements. Alright, so I might have to set up like a double payment or something. Okay. And yeah, I think that's it. Finally took this fort, gonna storm this one. And so next turn, the plan is to send the nap ending message. As you can see, we have about 750 birds arrayed on our border. 500, 600, 750, 800, 850, I don't know. 700 to 900 birds. Lots of birds, so many birds. And then there's another like 500 birds down here. So Caleb's got a lot of stuff. So we'll see if we can hold him off. I think he could very easily kill me, but we'll see what Arco brings to the table and what Sitis brings to the table. So Sitis and Arco with much longer borders, but I could definitely see him trying to do a big alpha strike on me to try and knock me out of the war, and then rotating back to fight both of them. So we'll have to see what happens. Because I am the smaller coalition partner, and that's really pretty common when people get coalitioned, is they try to knock out the smaller partners. I think I plan to stay in this one, though. If I get knocked out of this, and you know, maybe it's just time for my nation to die. I need to either get bigger or die. I'm kind of at that point in the game. So I think I'm assuming Calum dies and Man dies, I think I'm going to be the smallest player left in the game. So that makes sense. And I will see you in turn 68. Have a good one.